Following a petition for rulemaking in February 2018 by OOIDA, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration published a final rule updating the hours of service regulations to increase safety on America's roadways in May 2020. The rule gives drivers more flexibility within the HOS and more control over deciding when it is safe to drive and when it is not. Though some have said the rule does not go far enough, others believe it has gone too far. Regardless of the differing viewpoints, the final rule is scheduled to go into effect September 29, 2020, and it's important to know what's in it. Let's start with the basics. The new rule added flexibility without adding drive time by updating 4 major parts to the HOS. 1. Short haul. 2. Adverse driving. 3. 30-minute rest break. And 4. Split sleeper. The short haul provision extended the maximum allowable workday for short haul operations from 12 to 14 hours to correspond with the 14-hour limit for those drivers who are not currently under the regulation. It also increased the air mile radius from 100 to 150 air miles to align with the ag exemption. The change to the adverse driving provision is intended to make its use more advantageous by allowing the driving window, instead of the driving time, to be increased by 2 hours. The final rule also modified the definition of adverse driving, so that the exception may be applied based on the driver's knowledge of the conditions before being dispatched, rather than just the dispatcher's knowledge. The definition includes unforeseen traffic conditions, as well as weather conditions. The new rule retains the 30-minute break requirement, but instead of it having to be off-duty, the driver can now use the break in a variety of ways by allowing on-duty and not driving time to satisfy the break mandate. This includes getting fuel, completing paperwork, making sure the load is secure, and doing an equipment check. The provision was also modified to require the break after 8 hours of driving since the last qualifying break, instead of having to take a break after 8 hours of on-duty time since the last break. The updated rule allows drivers to break up their sleeper berth into periods of 7 and 3, in addition to 8 and 2. The split could also be 7.5 and 2.5. The key is that the shorter of the 2 breaks must be a minimum of 2 hours, as long as the 2 periods equal 10 hours. When the 2 sleeper periods are paired and total at least 10 hours, neither qualifying period counts against the 14-hour driving window. Additionally, if you take a split and the second period is at least 10 hours, you do not have to deduct the previous duty period. You start with a fresh 14-hour clock. These rules should help provide truckers with greater flexibility, thereby keeping them safe without hurting their bottom line. For more information on each of the 4 parts, view the OOIDA Foundation's online education series via our website or YouTube channel.